I got something different for you today. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So, back in, I think it was November, we were in Grand Rapids on the Rituals I Hate tour. We had a day off. I stopped down at some local little bottle shop thinking it was going to be a cool beer store. It wasn't. It was more like a liquor convenience store, but they did have a couple things in there. And I picked this up because I thought it was a cider. I figured I haven't done a cider in a while, but now I'm not exactly sure. So this is the Totally Roasted from Vander Mill Cidery out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. And according to everything I read, it sounds like it's like a yearly specialty limited release. They do it apparently yearly maybe. And when they release it, depending on what they did that year, it's generally either a 10% ABV or it's 6.5% ABV. So, like, Untappd listed as being 6.5%, but everything I read said some years it's 10, some years it's 6.5. Now, Untappd says it's a cider, and it is a cidery. Wow, this can got all dented up, too, in my bag flying home. But on the can here, and I didn't even notice it when I bought it, it says apple wine. So this is a can, it's just a brown can, it's a big boy can. And it's Vander Mill apple wine with cinnamon roasted pecans. That sounds delicious. Totally roasted, strangers smacked. What does this say? Strangers smacked smooth as ever. Whatever that means. 10% alcohol, it's a 19.2 stovepipe, stovetop, whatever can, which is 568 milliliters. On the back here it says, press your luck. The bold taste, aromatic, delightfully satisfying. Starting with high-quality apples sourced from local orchards, we crafted this crisp, delicious apple wine steeped with cinnamon roasted pecans. This semi-dry wine highlights the bright freshness of apples with an aroma that hints toward dessert. Produced and bottled by Vander Mill, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Please visit our award-winning cidery to enjoy apple wine in all its glory. Locally sourced, gluten-free, vegan. There's a date that's all smeared on the bottom. I can't really read it. And you see, like, even on the can, it goes back and forth between cidery and wine. Cider and wine. I don't know if they're just calling this an apple wine, but it is a cider, or if all ciders are actually kind of like apple wine. I'm not sure. I'm not big on ciders. Don't know a lot about them. But I thought this was like a cinnamon apple cider type beverage. It sounded delicious, and I bought it. Now, I'm not a big fan of wine, as you know if you follow my channel. I don't like that wine flavor. So I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be something I like or not. If it's got that like winey, I don't know whether it's the tannins or what it is in wine that I don't like. But if it's got that kind of flavor, I am not going to like this. But if this is more on like an apple cider side, this might be super delicious. Either way, I'm excited to get into it because what Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks says, Drew always says try something different. This is definitely something different. I always say embrace the adventure. It's very adventurous for me to be trying some sort of potentially canned wine on my channel. So I'm excited to try it. So this is listed on Untappd, like I said, which is not shocking since Untappd lists everything, including bottled water. I even saw a guy check into like colonoscopy prep on Untappd because Untappd has just jumped the shark. It's no longer a beer app. It's a whatever you want to do with it, whatever app. But anyways, they do have it on Untappd. It gets a 3.79 with 23.7 thousand check-ins. Beer advocates, since they still have standards as to what they do, it is not listed because they don't generally list ciders or anything outside of beer. Maybe Untappd should take a note on that. Get it in the glass here. I mean, that looks like apple cider, apple juice. It smells like apple cider. I thought I would have picked up some cinnamon or pecans or something like that, but it just smells like a really nice, sweet apple cider. And that is crystal clear. A little bit of chill on the glass here. It's not too cold up here this evening in the studio, even though it's a cold, blowy, snowy day in Cleveland. And that is crystal clear. I can see the camera right through there. Not a whole lot of carbonation in it. I mean, that looks like dirty water. That just looks like really dirty water to me. I mean, I don't even know if it looks like cider because there's very little. I guess it looks like pure cider, not carbonated cider. But it just smells like a pure, clean, crisp apple cider. Let's take a drink and see what it tastes like. Cheers, everybody. There is almost no carbonation in that whatsoever, which is surprising. So maybe that's why they're giving it more of a, saying it's a wine. Because I can see an occasional bubble floating, but there's no carbonation in there. The 10% alcohol, I get a little touch of that, like I like to say, evaporative booziness. There's just a little touch of booziness. It's crisp, it's clean, it's almost like drinking water. The flavors are not very pronounced. I did not pick up any of the cinnamon or pecan or anything like that. I barely pick up any sort of apple flavor. You know, as I said that, I do get a little bit of a cinnamon aftertaste in the mouth, but it's just very fleeting. But this is like watered down apple juice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the flavors. There's just not much flavor there. This is crisp, this is clean. This is almost like drinking water or watered down apple juice. I mean, you know, it's some sort of apple beverage. And it does taste like fresh apples. But there's just not a lot of flavor there. It's just watered down apple juice is the best thing I can describe this. Almost no carbonation. A slight hint of booziness to it. Maybe some fleeting cinnamon in the finish. And that's it. This is kind of disappointing. I expected this to either be a really, really tasty apple cider with cinnamon, like I was really going to like it, or that it was going to be kind of like a more on the wine side, and I wasn't going to like it at all because it's more on the wine side. And this is neither. This is just disappointing. This doesn't deliver at all. It's just watered down apple juice. I mean, could I crush this? Yeah. I don't remember what I paid for it. I would not buy it again. This is going to get a let it play at best. It's just there. I mean, if you're trying to get apple cider drunk, you could buy a couple of these, crush them real quick, and you'd probably be pretty fluid at 10%. Wouldn't really notice the alcohol that much. It's easy to drink. Like I said, it drinks like water. There's just not enough flavor there. Very disappointing. Hope y'all don't think my video is disappointing. If you do, let me know down below why. I'd love to know why. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.